On April 8, 2024, the skies will offer a spectacle that few have witnessed in their lifetimes, a total solar eclipse. This celestial event, though not unprecedented in history, holds a unique significance, drawing attention not only for its awe-inspiring beauty, but also for the curious associations surrounding it. For those who have yet to experience the breathtaking sight of a total solar eclipse, it comes highly recommended, an encounter worth cherishing. However, this upcoming eclipse is not merely a cosmic phenomenon. It carries with it whispers of unsettling predictions, particularly concerning the 2024 elections in the United States and Israel. Some even speculate that it may herald profound implications, perhaps even signaling the arrival of apocalyptic times. Connection between heavenly phenomena and end times prophecies. In various biblical passages, a correlation is drawn between celestial events and the culmination of end-time events. For example, Luke 21:25 records Jesus discussing signs in the sun, moon, and stars in relation to the timing of the end times. Consequently, when individuals witness uncommon astronomical occurrences, such as solar or lunar eclipses, it often sparks contemplation regarding the proximity of the end times. To truly grasp the significance of such signs, it is imperative to delve into history, explore biblical references to similar events, observe current global developments, and meticulously analyze the circumstances. Ecclesiastes 1.9 aptly captures this sentiment, suggesting that what has occurred before will transpire again, emphasizing the cyclical nature of history. In essence, this suggests that history has a tendency to repeat itself. However, the implications of this repetition can be startling when considering the potential alignment with biblical prophecies. Continuity of divine communication through history. God's character remains immutable, unwavering across time, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This signifies that God's mode of communication and his approach towards addressing sin and nations persistently follow a consistent pattern throughout history and in the Bible. Notably, recurring patterns emerge, particularly concerning a nation's tendencies towards idolatry and sin, which God consistently confronts. A profound insight into this pattern is found in Revelation chapter 6, where symbolic representations like the four horsemen illustrate God's judgment upon nations. The sequence begins with a figure symbolizing conquest or leadership, leading to division and global unrest. This is followed by war, stirring up conflicts and disrupting peace. Subsequently, famine ensues, bringing about economic hardships and agricultural struggles. Finally, death arrives, spreading plague and disease. While these events unfold on a global scale, they echo recurring patterns seen throughout history in the Bible. These signs often emerge as responses to a nation's sins and idolatries, illustrating the cyclical nature of divine intervention. For instance, God appointed Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian conqueror, to bring judgment not only upon Israel, but also upon neighboring nations. Looking back at recent events, beginning in 2020, we have witnessed all four signs: plague, famine, economic hardships, and widespread civil unrest, including riots and protests. These occurrences haven't solely impacted America, but the entire world, serving as potent reminders of prevalent sin and idolatry in nations and signaling God's judgment. Although these signs may not definitively indicate the end times, they are undeniable indicators of significant changes drawing near. If indeed signs of judgment, there must have been preceding warnings or indications, as God never acts without first revealing his intentions to his prophets. Thus, these events prompt us to reflect deeply on the reasons behind them and the warnings they may signify. Symbolic significance of the sun and moon in prophetic signs. In the realm of biblical prophecy, the sun consistently symbolizes the Gentile nations, while the moon represents Israel, a significance that warrants close attention as we embark on a deeper exploration. The Book of Genesis offers intriguing insights, revealing that the creation of the sun, moon, and stars occurred on the fourth day, following the emergence of light and vegetation on the third day. Notably, vegetation relies on sunlight and rain for sustenance, yet the sun itself was not brought into existence until the fourth day, highlighting the critical role of these celestial bodies in sustaining Earth's climate and ecosystems. The absence of rain in ancient times, as depicted in Genesis 2:56, underscores the unique relationship between the sun, moon, and rain. Despite the absence of rain, plants were created on the third day, suggesting that the sun and moon served a different purpose altogether. Genesis 1:14-19 elucidates their role in separating day from night and serving as markers for sacred times, festivals, and seasons. They were ordained to govern the passage of days, years, and the timing of significant events, a role that holds particular significance in biblical prophecy, especially concerning the end times. The imagery depicted in Joel 2:30-31 foretells of wonders in the heavens and on earth, including the darkening of the sun and the turning of the moon to blood, a symbolism laden with meaning. Here, blood symbolizes war and judgment, while smoke and fire signify volcanic eruptions and earthquakes, serving as prophetic indicators of impending turmoil. Indeed, these celestial events align with Jesus' own prophecies regarding earthquakes, volcanoes, wars, and upheavals as precursors to significant events. Blood Moon Tetrad and its connection to Israel. The years 2014 and 2015 witnessed a celestial phenomenon known as the Blood Moon Tetrad, characterized by 4 consecutive total lunar eclipses, blood moons, occurring in close proximity to 4 significant Jewish festivals. Despite its occurrence, the true significance of this phenomenon remains elusive, with many grappling to discern its meaning to this day. In symbolic terms, the number 4 often signifies the universal authority of God's word, while the moon represents God's protective oversight over the nation and people of Israel. The blood-red hue of the eclipses was interpreted as a forewarning of impending bloodshed, a portent of looming judgment. Spanning a 2-year period, the number 2, biblically associated with division, was perceived as a cautionary signal regarding the potential division of the land of Israel. Referring to Joel 3:1-2, the Bible alludes to a pivotal event triggering the 7-year tribulation period and the judgment of nations. This event depicts God gathering all nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat for judgment, particularly for their mistreatment of Israel, including the scattering of its people and the division of its land. Remarkably, contemporary geopolitical events mirror this prophecy, with nations involved in the partitioning of Israel, as hinted at in the book of Joel. Specific nations are singled out for their role in this division, notably Tyre, Sidon, and Philistia, as foretold in biblical visions. Startling prophecies involving ancient lands and modern nations. Prepare to be astonished as we delve into the profound connections between ancient lands and modern nations, revealing startling prophecies foretold in the Bible. Philistia, once home to the Philistines and now known as the Gaza Strip, holds a pivotal role in contemporary geopolitics. The term Palestine originated from the Romans, who, following the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem, renamed Israel to Philistia as a mockery of God and the Israelites. Remarkably, Palestinians are central to the proposed 2-state solution between them and Israel, a concept prophesied in the Bible, including by the prophet Daniel concerning the Antichrist and a 7-year peace treaty involving Israel. Tyre and Sidon, regions inhabited by the Phoenicians renowned for their trade expertise, also feature prominently in biblical prophecy. The prophet Ezekiel in Ezekiel 28 mentions the king of Tyre. Seen as a precursor to the Antichrist, after Greek and Roman conquests, the Phoenicians migrated to Europe, leaving a significant mark on the continent. Intriguingly, the entire continent of Europe was named by the Phoenicians after Europa. The daughter of a renowned Phoenician king of Tyre, today, modern nations such as the European Union, United Nations, and even America are linked to the ancient regions of Tyre and Sidon, expected to play a crucial role in shaping and promoting the prophesied 7-year peace treaty. Turning to recent events, in 2017, America witnessed 2 remarkable occurrences of celestial significance. Firstly, the Great American Solar Eclipse on August 21st, visible across the entire nation from coast to coast, and then the Revelation 12 sign on September 23rd, involving a unique alignment of stars and constellations resembling the depiction in the biblical Revelation 12 sign. These events, though extraordinary on their own, gain profound meaning when aligned with biblical and Israeli contexts, offering tantalizing glimpses into the unfolding of prophetic events. Alignment of prophetic signs. And did you know that the unique alignment observed in the Revelation 12 sign has occurred only twice in history? Brace yourself, for the connection between these celestial events and the 2024 eclipse is nothing short of astonishing. Revelation 12 warns of the conflict between the Antichrist, known as the Beast, and the saints, alongside the rebirth of Israel and Jerusalem as a nation. Together, these signs serve as a dire warning, particularly to the United States, regarding the division of land. From August 2017 to January 28, 2020, a series of events unfolded, each echoing the warnings embedded in biblical prophecy. President Donald Trump's proposal of the deal of the century, advocating for a two-state solution and the division of Israel's land, marked a pivotal moment in this timeline. Subsequently, the onset of the pandemic in early 2020 wreaked havoc worldwide, followed by economic struggles, civil unrest, and geopolitical conflicts, including tensions with Russia. Surprisingly, instead of witnessing the anticipated signs of the four horsemen in chronological order, we observed their manifestations occurring in reverse order. Moreover, the emergence of alliances such as Gog and Magog, primarily through OPEC oil nations, aligning with BRICS alliances including China, has challenged the dominance of the US dollar in trade, leading to significant inflation and the looming collapse of the US banking system. These occurrences, prophesied in the Bible concerning Israel and the end times, are nothing short of staggering, offering profound insights into the unfolding of divine plans amidst the complexities of our modern world. Prophetic significance of the April 8, 2024, solar eclipse. As we journey towards April 8, 2024, a date marked by another significant solar eclipse, the intricate tapestry of prophetic signs continues to unfold before you. Unlike its predecessor, in August 2017, this eclipse will cast its shadow in the form of a striking X shape across the United States, a phenomenon of profound symbolism. Interestingly, this eclipse will exclusively cover the eastern half of the nation, occurring precisely 7 months before the 2024 presidential elections. Notably, akin to the Revelation 12 sign, the constellation of Leo symbolizing Judah and Jerusalem will align with the solar eclipse on this auspicious day. Leo, associated with the Lion of Judah representing Jesus, adds layers of significance to this celestial event. In the realm of biblical prophecy, the number 7 often signifies completion, indicating the conclusion of a cycle. In this context, it alludes to the fulfillment of Israel's appointed 70 weeks of judgment, represented by 7-year cycles. Remarkably, this eclipse serves not as a warning about future events, but as a reflection of past occurrences intricately linked to the future. The X shape formed by the eclipse holds profound significance, reminiscent of the Hebrew letter Tav, symbolizing a mark or seal. This letter, appearing only twice in the Bible, including in Ezekiel chapter 9, represents a seal of protection placed on those who grieved over the sins of the first Jewish temple before its destruction by Babylon. Additionally, it echoes the marking of doorposts during the first Passover in Exodus, foreshadowing the marker of the beast and the seal of protection over the 144,000 witnesses during the 7-year tribulation period. Therefore, the Tav mark on the United States signifies both protection and judgment, particularly concerning the division of the land of Israel.